Hello, everyone. Crystal here with your August 12th. Let me try to get that glare. There we go. August 12th, 2021 Daily Tarot reading. And in this reading, we're picking up on the overall energy of the day. Intuitively, I heard overactive third eye chakra. Okay, so I do feel that collectively we have to kind of watch that chakra today. It almost makes me think of a situation that I was in not too long ago, and I was talking with one of my friends, and he was saying how he doesn't like to look people in their eyes because when he looks them in their eyes for too long, he starts to see too much. He starts to feel too much energy, right? And I know all of us are different, right? That's his story, but that kind of reminds me of this day. Seeing more than you want to see, feeling more than you want to feel. And I think with that being said, what comes with that sometimes is paranoia as well. Sometimes as intuitive individuals, we can pick up on things, and those things that we're picking up on can be traumatizing. They can be triggering. So just watch that today. For whatever reason, that chakra is highlighted. So, but yes, it can be overactive or underactive for some of you all. It's especially those of you who lean more towards never questioning the status quo, or never feeling like things are deeper than what they are. I have a few family members that like to lurk, and they take what I do as a joke because to them, they can't see deeper than what they feel is reality, right? They think it's just, whatever. And to me, that would be a clouded, third eye chakra, underactive of some sort. But some of you all, though, are seeing things very clear. And like I said earlier, that can be disturbing. That can be a little off-putting. That can be a little annoying. So just watch that. What I do love about the third eye chakra being highlighted today is the ability to see who you are. And I think sometimes when we can see who we truly are outside of what our life has conditioned us to be, we get closer to that happiness in our life. So I don't know why that message came through. Hopefully it resonates with some of you, at least one of you today. But let's get into these cards, okay? We have the Eight of Swords upright. And so the Eight of Swords is, oh my gosh, it definitely is when we feel like we cannot escape a nightmare, and not to say today will be a nightmare at all. I'm sure it'll be an amazing day, right? But it's when we feel like we can't escape our circumstances. That's what I'm trying to say. It's when we think that the only way out is, it just wasn't my call, the way that my life was, my cards were dealt in my life. I just don't have the type of life to be a millionaire, or to be this, or to be happy, or to be in love. It's just not for me. And who's to say that, right? Only you're making that true. Every second you move closer to that reality. Because what I'm getting at is that the Eight of Swords is when we feel this woman is, trapped in her thoughts. She's kidnapped in some tarot decks. And the kicker is that she's not really trapped. It's something she's created. Nobody has alienated her. She's done it to herself. She thought no one in the town liked her. In reality, it was her who didn't like her. Like, she's created all these things in her mind that are not true. And even if they have some elements of being true, it doesn't have to be her truth that she walks every single day. Sometimes we let certain life certain moments in life just completely take over our identity. And that's the Eight of Swords. She also feels like, I can't be in a good relationship, or I can't be prosperous in life until I get a man, or until I'm married, or until I have that job, or until it's always something outside of her that brings her peace. And once again, the highlight with this card is that if you can't find peace within yourself and what is going on with you, then you're not going to find peace in the outside world. So you have to save yourself. No one is going to save you. So the Eight of Swords also deals with the level of independence, of saying, you know what, instead of me thinking God is going to save me, or my mom is going to save me, or this person is going to save me. I decide today to break free out of this idea of who I once was, and I walk into a new me or into a new way of thinking. And I think that this is beautiful. Worry comes to mind as well. Like our friend Gregory says, worry is meditation on the negative, right? Most things that we worry about never happen, right? Or at least to the extent that we make it. So I think that today you kind of have to talk yourself off the ledge, or just bring yourself back to reality. This woman is a very beautiful woman, but when she looks at herself in the mirror, she sees all of this discomfort and craziness. So be careful about that today. Now we do have the Two of Pentacles showing that we will be busy today. It doesn't look like a boring day at all. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling 2 boyfriends, 2 girlfriends, 2 jobs, work and school, children and work. It's just when you have your hands full, okay? So maybe some of you are stressing out around a relationship because you feel that you're being, you're being pulled between yourself and another person, or your partner's, dibbling between you and someone else. Ultimately, nobody should feel like that in a relationship. Sometimes you got to be careful, because with the 8 of Swords, like we said earlier, it could be you making it up in your head. Now you done turn your partner off with your crazy ways of thinking, and he wasn't, or she wasn't even doing anything. So you have to have valid reasons to feel the way that you feel, or to think the things that you think, if you're one of the small amount of people who I'm talking to at this moment. Don't just, you never thought this before. Your partner has never done anything to make you think that they're sneaky or doing something to hurt you, and all of a sudden today you just know it's the truth. Well, they might be busy at work, and now you just turned them off, and you might make them cheat on you now. I'm joking, you all. No one can make anyone cheat on them, but you can damn sure annoy someone and cause them to start thinking differently about you. I'm sure we've all been in a relationship where at one point maybe the person was very attractive to us, but then they start to become very controlling or insecure. Or maybe you've been in a relationship with someone, and at one point this person treated you like a queen. I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without them being right behind you. And all of a sudden, the more your insecurity started to come out and that confidence started to dwindle in the relationship, they started to back off because it started to become a turnoff. Insecurity is a turnoff. Vulnerability is not. And even if within your vulnerability, we all suffer from some insecurity, right? But I'm talking about extreme insecurity that causes paranoia. That is unattractive. And hopefully we hope that we have these I say hopefully we hope we have these relationships where we can be open and honest, but it doesn't have to become burdensome. It doesn't have to turn into fix me. Nobody is fixing you but you. Now, the Two of Coins is saying if you need to take on extra work today, you can. Today actually might be a good day to kind of work your worries away. Did I make that up, or is that a known thing? I don't know, but keeping yourself busy so that you can stay out of your head, okay? And I've been feeling this Mercury, Venus, and Mars in Virgo. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's kind of like you might have been feeling this pull towards overly critiquing yourself, or nitpicking yourself and others. Maybe communication has revved up or revved down. Something around talking and communication has changed. You've gotten to a point to where you want to throw things away, spring clean, summer clean, organize things, make phone calls. We are starting school again, right? So a lot of you all are probably, getting your ducks in a row for that. But that's that Virgo energy. It wants to come in and sort things out. It's Mercury rule, like Gemini. So you're going to be feeling that a lot. But the thing is, it's kind of like a little bit like yesterday. You can keep yourself busy and do whatever you need to do. If you want to pick up the extra hours today, do so. Just be ready to go in fire mode. I'm working. It doesn't matter if my boss is snappy today. I really don't care. It's not affecting me. You have to go in very headstrong and focused on your work. Because if you get to focusing on, why didn't I get the promotion? Or why am I not married? Or why is my boyfriend sucky? And you get into all of that, you kind of throw off the day, and then that's when it's not as beneficial. But if you can avoid with the Ace of Wands in reverse, moving to like continuing, because some of you all are continuing a cycle of like working for a company or being in a relationship or a situation that has turned you off. Ace of Wands in reverse is a turn off. It's like you're not feeling it anymore, and that is valid. Listen to that. And also though, when it's not a turn off, it is a burnout. It is like, oh my gosh, I can't keep this up. So do what needs to get done. With this energy, you can get a lot accomplished. Just don't drive yourself crazy. Or like I do this all the time to myself. I'll put like a billion things on my plate and then complain about it as I'm doing it. It's like, shut up. You knew you decided to do all these little things and running around, and now you want to, oh, this sucks. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, it's like, just chill out, and today I'll be telling myself that in general, today is different. What I love is the Two of Pentacles. This is my favorite card here. I also love the Ace of Wands in reverse because some of you all out there are going back to this place of feeling like lit up again. You've been at a dry place. You've kind of been all over the place or maybe mentally scattered. And then something comes in through your busyness. It's kind of like when people are like, well, I get married one day, and they know they don't get out the house, or they know they don't date, or they know they don't put themselves in a position to meet anyone. I highly doubt that your soulmate is your UPS driver knocking on your door every other day or whenever. It's love is not just gonna fall in your lap most times. Even I think back to when I met my husband. I only met my husband because I was like hustling. I was at a point in my life to where I knew I didn't want to work for anyone anymore, and I needed to utilize my skills. And I knew how to do hair, and not a lot of hair. I just knew how to do locks. So I was like doing everybody's locks at my job and retwisting them and whatever I could do, right? And word got out that I could do locks and I didn't charge that much or whatever. And then I started to be around more people. As I was around more people, I was then introduced to my husband. But if I was just okay with my regular 9-to-5 job that was getting on my freaking nerves, if I was just okay with that and not really trying to find anything different, and for some of you all who love your job, I'm in no way, shape, or form downing a 9-to-5 job. But for me, it's not for me. It wasn't for me. It's not for me. But if I was just complacent and said, no one's going to like the way I do hair. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to cosmetology school. If I would have made all these excuses as to why I couldn't do it instead of just doing it, then I wouldn't have been in that position to meet my husband. And now I have my daughter, So life is about action, and it's about putting yourself in situations to liberate you. And who would have known, just me doing a side hustle of doing hair would put me in a position to change my life completely. Life still goes on, who knows, for good or for bad, but I'm okay. I'm doing all right, but so many of those moments we miss when we just sit by and we accept what's given. So I love today because you see it in a different, you not see it like the Hangman in reverse yesterday, like from a different perspective, but you really see yourself. You see who you are. You see your what you're capable of doing, and something in you is lit up. And it might come from a frustrating situation. I'm not saying that it'll be like, I feel amazing and now I want to change my life. It might be, I am frustrated with my weight. And because of how frustrated I am with my weight, I am making this diet plan and I'm sticking to it. Because what I've been doing isn't working, or I wouldn't be this fat, right? And not to be mean, if you like your weight, you like your weight. But I'm just speaking in general, right? As an example. So that type of thing. Something that was once stressful triggers you to get back into something that you love. Or how about this? Makes you love yourself a little bit more. So I hope that this reading helps. If you like these videos, hit the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're feeling overly generous today, share these videos to your social media platforms. It helps the channel grow, and it keeps me, able to do these readings for you every single day. I love each and every one of you all, and I will talk to you later.